You are listening to the Loida Lewis podcast, hosted by Loida Nicholas Lewis. She's a trailblazing businesswoman, leader, philanthropist, and the widow of Reginald F. Lewis, the visionary leader who was the first African American to build $1 billion company. With unparalleled determination, Loida Lewis has not only excelled as a successful attorney, but also shaped a billion-dollar empire. Following the untimely passing of her husband, Reginald F. Lewis, she took the helm of TLC Beatrice, carving her legacy as a successful business leader. Be inspired and learn from her as she shares her wisdom, the secrets to her success in both business, in love, and in life. Let's live, love, laugh, and learn. With your host, Miss Loida Lewis.
Welcome to the Loida Lewis podcast. And today, it is a pleasure to have the founder and anchor person of Over a Glass or Two. So today we have the charming, brilliant, gracious Jessy Daing. Jessy!
Miss Loida!
I'm so glad for you to come.
Oh my God, salamat, Miss Loida. I mean, it's funny because I'm always used to like interviewing, individuals like you. Like, of course, we had an interview with you, I think 3-4 times na, no? But now it's like, it's the other way around.
Well, actually, it's high time. Why? Because they started Over a Glass or Two. If you have not seen it, please go to Spotify.
And TFC as well.
TFC.
The Filipino Channel.
They are on TFC. Okay, tell us, how did you start the Over a Glass of Two?
Actually, we started during pandemic. Because during that time, very few people knows about Zoom. Of course, I'm aware, and JV's, Direct JV's aware of Zoom. It's because we work in a corporate, right? So when pandemic started, we were all bored, right? Like everyone does, right? And then we were like, you know what can we do to entertain ourselves? It just so happened that Direct JV is very techie, and he's been begging me and JCAS to please have a podcast. And I was like, what am I gonna say? Like in the podcast, it was like anything, until I finally said yes. And I was like, you know what? If we're gonna have a podcast, I'm not just gonna make a regular podcast. Like, I want to interview like influential people. Like, it just so happened that I was fortunate to have celebrity friends. So I was like, I want to interview celebrity first, and then eventually we will slowly interview influential people, which is locals as well. And then I told him, like, I want to purchase like, a nicer equipment. So at least the sound of it sounded like someone like Joe Rogan, something like that. So that's how we started. So, and in the beginning, we were just having fun, but we didn't even notice that, we influence, not a lot, but, we became relevant to a lot of viewers and listeners during that time when they were not doing anything, they were bored. So that's how it started. Like, it was just for fun, but it was hard work, Miss Loida. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like, a lot of people think like, because if you notice, but during that time, there was so many podcasts. Like, everyone thinks like they can be a podcaster, right? So we were like, we don't care. Like, everyone is, they're allowed. There's room for podcast, right? So during that time, I told myself that, you know what? I need to invite like a lot of influential people and celebrities, even if we have to interview every day. So since I'm working from home, we're all working from home. So the time zone in the Philippines and in the US are
12 hours.
12 hours.
During winter, it's 13 hours.
13 hours. So I usually like sleep like 3-4 in the morning because I have to, of course, you cannot just like send an email or call them. You need to create a rapport. So we have to talk about their family, their kids, chismis kay ganito, kay ganyan, chika-chika, with the managers, producers, and sometimes with the celebrities. So I have to hustle. I have to work So while, JCAS and JV were just like, oh, so I was doing the scheduling. I was doing coordinating with everything. So, and then JCAS was like actually complaining in JV because we have to do it every day. Every day.
During the pandemic?
Yes, Monday to Sunday.
Oh my God.
As in, I told them like, hey, let's strike while the iron is hot.
While people have
While
nothing
people
to do.
have nothing to do. So in the beginning, we thought like, oh, it's just going to be first season, then second season, and then third season. And JCAS even wanna quit. He was just like, I'm tired of this. I'm like, it's up to you, but hey, who would imagine we interviewed like the influential people like Gary Valenciano, Boy Abunda, Vilma Santos, Angel Locsin, Casey Concepcion, like the big stars, Regine Velasquez. I'm like,
Even Kiko Pangilinan.
Kiko Pangilinan.
Yeah.
Right? Who would stop this? So, and that's how it started until, the Filipino Channel, TFC, noticed it. Because of Ate Stargazer, one of ours, he's a celebrity psychic. And, she mentioned that to I think they watched us with our interview with her. And then they noticed that, they've been actually, when we had a meeting with TFC, with ABS-CBN, they said that they've been watching us for a year and they want to observe, they love our content, and that's how it started.
That's marvelous. Okay, so those who have TFC channel, they are in TFC. Over a glass or two.
Yes.
Yes. Now, tell us about JCAS, you said?
Yes, JCAS.
And JV.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. So JCAS actually, we're best friends. We're best of friends.
For some time.
Oh my God, for probably 15 JCAS for, I think, 13, 14 years. So he's my gay best friend, very flamboyant.
Yes, he is.
So JV, actually, the reason why he said he wants to have a podcast with me and JCAS, it's because we always, I forgot to mention that we used to drink wine and liquor during the interview. And that was my number one, rule. We need to drink. Because what's the point of over a glass or two, right?
Yes.
So we need to drink so that eventually the guest will eventually, forget about that they're on cam. And would start talking about things that she's not supposed to say.
Yes.
So and when JV saw the potential, me and Jacobs, whenever we talk anything and everything under the sun. So
and having fun.
And having so much fun. Sometimes we don't have filter.
Yes.
We talk mga bastos na. That's why the TFC put us late night show because we don't have filter.
Right.
It's what, we're gonna do it.
Yes.
Let's do it whatever it is. But people love it for some reason.
Yeah, no, because it's very natural.
It's very natural.
Yes. And people want to join because you seem to be having fun together.
Yes.
JCAS and you.
And yes. And that's the reason why we met you too, Miss Loida, because the boy introduced me to you. That's why I'm like, Miss Loida Lewis? Seryoso? Oh my God. That's why, Miss Loida, I'm a firm believer everything happens for a reason. And I won't be here in front of you if not for Tito Boy. And if not for Aris Francisco, the owner of Front Row. He was the one who introduced me to Tito Boy. So yun, alam po yung nagli-link lahat.
Yes.
Diba?
Yes.
God has God is so mysterious that sometimes you don't even, the things that you do, you think it's normal, but the next thing you know, he has full of surprises.
Yes.
Right? Be like, hi? Really? Okay, ito na to? Diba? And then Direct JV is my fiance. Yes. So he's our loving Jollibee.
Yes.
We call him B because he looks like Jollibee's pisngi is kind of big. He's my fiance. He's very techie, and he's actually, if not for JV, OAGOT will not be here.
You would not, yes. No, you would not start. You would not even think of having over a glass or two.
No way. There's no way.
Yes. Okay, for everyone, JV Valino is the fiancé of Jessy Daing. And you're planning to get married, aren't you?
Yes, we're planning. We're getting married this November. Yeah.
November, wonderful.
Just a few weeks na lang. But we're getting married in the Caribbean, going to Bahamas, because we love to travel anyway. So why not? It's very intimate, very small. It's small gathering. It's not an extravagant, expensive wedding because we want it to be intimate. So that's why we're getting married.
That's great.
I
That's
know.
great.
Kahit sa dami po namin ginagawa. Like, we have like, over a glass or two. We have our day job. We have this we're producing your podcast. Thank you so much, by the way, Miss Loida, for trusting us. Actually, Miss Loida, we're talking about it the other day. We keep on talking about it, like JV and I, before we go to sleep, that like we are so grateful to God because we didn't know that this podcast can lead us to a bigger opportunity. We didn't know that. Imagine you trusting us, the Loida Lewis, like trusting us to, I mean, you can hire any, like any company, like any podcast company, but you trusted us and we're just small.
No.
Like,
No. Well, I think if you heard her, she has a regular job. They all have regular jobs. So now let's go back to that. You said you have your own usual job. So tell us, what do you really do to earn a living?
Actually, I work. It's maniwala ko yung sa hindi. It's funny because I know it's not my personality, right? But I work for construction. Actually, I work for MTA. I work for the biggest transportation
In New York City.
Yes.
MTA is the Metropolitan Transportation Authority, in charge of the subway, in charge of the New Jersey.
Yes.
Lahat yan. And she's the director.
Yeah. I'm a director for product development. Yes.
Product development.
Yeah.
Okay.
So actually, I took up communication arts. Mostly I majored in advertising, but
In the Philippines.
in the Philippines po, Colegio de San Lorenzo. But unfortunately, when I came here 24 years ago, I was supposed to like come over for a visit, and then as soon as the plane landed in Vegas, I remember I was like, oh my God, I was like, this is where I want to belong. This is what I want to live. I feel like I belong to the U.S.
Yes.
Like I don't see myself living in the Philippines anymore.
All right.
And I thought I'm gonna have like a career in broadcasting or advertising and marketing or PR. But God again has like other plans for me. So I ended up in the construction industry.
Okay. But when you first came here, so you were in Las Vegas.
Yes.
What made you decide to come to New York?
Actually, because in the beginning I have like I'm supposed to stay there for good with my because I have a lot of relatives in Vegas, mostly in the East Coast. But I have a relative before that who invited me to go to New York. Like, oh Jessy, just try to go to New York and visit. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm a party girl. I'm a city girl. Like I feel like I acquire all this energy whenever I'm surrounded with a lot of people. And Vegas is okay, but New York is top of, it's on the pinnacle. Like I can't understand the feeling. There's no such word to explain. I'm like, this is where I belong. So that's why I moved to New York.
That's right. I always say, this is Pax Americana, meaning to say because Americans, we have peace since 1945. And Rome, the new Rome is New York. All roads lead to New York. Isn't it?
God, you're right.
Yes.
Wow,
This is
yes.
the center.
You're
Not
right, you're
Washington, D.C., but New York.
Oh, yes.
So you came to the right place.
Yes, exactly. Otherwise, hindi ko po kayo mamimit.
No. But tell me, so when you first came here, how did you find a job? Now that she is director of MTA, but really, she's that's the end. That's the end of a journey to find where she is. Okay.
Yeah. Actually po, when I first started here, it's funny because my dad kept on telling me to go back home, right? So I told him like, yeah, I will, but I have to find a job. I need to find a job. So
Your father is.
it's in the Philippines po.
They have what do they have in the
My
Philippines?
parents are both, my mom and my dad are both doctors. in the
Doctors,
Philippines, yes.
okay.
So
they wanted you to. I'm sure they wanted you to be a doctor.
Yeah. Actually, my dad's dream is because I have siblings. They're twins, brother and sister, fraternal twins. So my dad's dream is to have like a family of doctors, but it's just my sister, my youngest sister, who took like the medicine, but not us. Because I'm like, oof, I just I cringe whenever I smell
Blood.
and I don't like it. So I'm
Yes,
like, I
yes.
feel like, and I'm supposed to take up like fine arts because I love interior, I love anything to do with art. But my dad was like, actually advised that, okay, if you don't want to be in the medical field, if you want to be like fine arts, want to draw. During that time, he said like, gutom ka. It's not a lucrative career. So look for a career that, like it can be general, like you can go anywhere. So I'm like, okay, fine. I love communication arts, so I'll just look up communication arts. So when I came here, I was looking for jobs. So I ended up like having an interview with a construction company as a receptionist. So when I was, it was my first.
Did you find it in the ads or?
Oh yeah, newspaper. Doing that.
ad.
You have to fax your resume, and then you have to circle it, and then so his name was I think Raj. He's a Indian. It's a very small construction firm. So
and they were looking for what?
For a receptionist. So I had my first interview. Then he hired me right away. So I was like, oh, okay. I was like, all right. So, but during that time, I don't know anything about construction. So, but I told him like, hey, but I'm I'm organized. I speak English very well. I'm good in computer, and I'm a fast learner, and I talk a lot, obviously. So he's like, okay, you're hired. I was like, oh, that's it? That easy?
Yes.
So I started probably in the beginning, first few weeks. You know how engineers are. Sometimes they're so lazy to teach. I mean, I'm not saying everyone, but during that time, like my colleagues during that time. So they were just like, here's the book. Just read it, blah, 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 and just observe. So they teach me here and there. So I'm like, you know what? Okay. And then after a few days or weeks, I think the owner, Raj, the owner of the company passed by while I was on the phone, and I didn't know that he was listening. I think that was like after 8 weeks. So I came to the office one time, and then I saw a new receptionist, and I'm like, what are you doing here? And she's like, oh, I work here now. I was like, no. That's my job. She was like, oh, so you're Jessy. I was like, yup. And she's like, oh, Iraj said to wait for him inside his office. And it was 8:30 or 9 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, oh my God, I know Iraj will come at 11. So, okay, so I was just waiting. It was just like the longest 3 hours that I waited. I feel like it was years. Because he was like, am I going to have a job? I'm like, I need a job. So, and then he came.
So during those three hours, you were just, full of doubt.
Full of doubt.
And fear.
Yeah.
Maybe, is he going to fire me?
Yeah,
Or,
otherwise I was thinking like, I'm just going to go back home, blah, blah, blah. And then until, Iraj told me, oh, by the way.
When he came in?
When he came in, he was like, oh, by the way, you're no longer a receptionist. You're too good to be a receptionist. I was like, what do you mean? Oh, you're going to be the new estimating coordinator for the estimators. And I'm like, really? I was like, okay, so it sounded like a promotion. I was like, shishing. So I negotiated.
Okay, very important, please. The boss saw her worth.
Yes.
Just hearing her, how competent she was.
Yes.
Okay, so he promoted her. And immediately, she said, more money.
More money.
Okay?
Yes.
So
More money.
don't take, for you who are listening, when you are doing very good, maybe you might even ask for a promotion.
Yes.
If he doesn't see your worth, you take it. But in this case, the boss, because she's bagong salta, she just arrived.
Bob, fresh off the boat.
Fresh off the boat. Yes. And saw how well she was dealing with people asking questions. So she was brilliant and good boss that you can see the quality of your person.
Exactly.
But Jessy had enough sense to say, promotion, what salary?
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Is that
exactly.
it? So you negotiated?
I negotiated. But before that, I already envisioned it. And I already envisioned that during that time, kasi I was a receptionist, no? And because beside it, there was like I remember it clearly. I'm like clearly in my mind right now that there's a clear glass conference room. And I always see engineers there. Sometimes women, architect women from New Jersey school construction will come, and they would just with their suit on and walking very posh. And I'm looking, I'm like, you know what? One day I'm gonna be there.
Right.
I'm like, my current situation is not my final destination.
All right, again, please, okay? Projection, dreaming, vision.
Yes.
She said, one day I will be there. Okay, so for those who are listening, it's very important. You exhibit, you think, of
Yes.
where you're going to go.
Exactly.
Yes, very nice.
Ano po ako, I was during that time, I was like, no, I'm not gonna settle for less. I'm like, I'm good at it. I'm good in what I do. I know that I'm a fast learner. No, someday I'm gonna be there. But I kept on envisioning it. I'm like, it's whatever happens, I'm gonna be there. I don't know how, but I'm not gonna do it like, I don't wanna step on anyone's foot. And I don't wanna, ayoko po din pumatol sa mga matatanda. Kasi po sa construction company,
Yes.
there's a lot of like,
Yes, of course.
they would try to, you know,
Yes.
to lure you with lavish
Yes,
gifts and
yes,
all.
yes.
And I'm like, nah.
Nah.
I'm like, I'm too smart for that. So
Very good.
I don't need connections. I just believe in myself.
Right.
And I keep, di po lagi ko sinasabi, the only person that who can push you is yourself. You can be the best version of yourself for as long as you focus, and you have to be driven. Like whatever happens, you just have to focus and just tell yourself like, this is not my final destination. Totoo po yun. And
That's
it happens.
it. Okay, you just heard it. I wish you could repeat it again. All right. This is not focus. Okay, work hard, and you believe this is not my final destination. She was just a receptionist. She took the job in a construction company, knowing nothing, but she started to study. Right?
Yes.
You studied
I went
it.
to. So after that po, because what I did was I started organizing. So what they did po to me during that time is I remember my boss gave me like a thick book of it was Primavera during that time. It's a database for construction. So for the construction industry. So he gave it to me and I'm like, what am I gonna do with this? It was like, read it. And I'm like, wait, I heard that during that time there was no internet. It's starting actually. So I was like, I heard that I'm supposed to go to a training. It was like, it's too expensive to go to a training.
So
It
you
was
train
cheap.
yourself?
I read it, and you know what I did? I trained it, and I put it it's a plug and play, and I put it in the computer. I plug it, and then I started reading it, and I followed it. I followed the instructions, and then the next thing you know, I didn't know that during that time, it was a stepping stone for me. But so I remember I used to stay until 8 p.m. Everyone was just like dumping me like, here, Jessy, here, do this. But you know what? In the beginning, I cried, and then you know what? I spoke to myself. I prayed. I always pray whenever I'm stressed. You know, I said, you know what? I'll take this as a leverage. Someday I'm gonna put this in my resume. So I was so hungry for knowledge during that time. I just started gathering everything, tried to inculcate everything in my mind, until like I'm like, you know what? Hey, whenever they ask me like, do you know how to do from pre-qualifications, from starting off the project, while during the project, closeouts, I know it all. I was like, I know it all. Don't worry about it. So when I started moving from one company to another, to a bigger company, I promised myself that I'm not gonna settle for a mid-sized company, because you know what, Miss Loida, also, I always tell this to my friends, advice, so you younger kids, that don't worry if you start in a smaller company or in a mid-sized company, because you will learn more. Because if you start in a bigger company, you're just one of the numbers.
Yeah.
They'll be limited in the knowledge that they will give you. But if you start in a smaller company, whatever they dump you, just embrace it and use it. And you just be like, hey, trust me, this is free knowledge. I don't need to go to school. But when you mentioned, Paul, that I went to Rutgers for just a short course for construction management, I'm like, you know what, I think I need to learn more technically. So I went for a 6-month course, or almost 1 year. And then after that, I started applying for a bigger company. I'm like, you know what? I think it's time. I know that it's time. So I started working I even worked for Goldman Sachs. I worked for NYPD, New York Police Department.
New York Police Department, Goldman Sachs.
New York Police Department. And I became a project manager for IT department. And I don't know anything about IT.
You see? All right. If you just fake it.
Yeah,
Fake it. Why? Because you will learn.
Yeah.
You learn as you go along.
Yes.
Okay, don't be scared. She was not scared.
No, wasn't scared.
Yes. Because she knew you knew your worth.
Yes.
You knew you can study it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Ganun po.
Self-confidence.
So you have to. You have to po.
And you also didn't say, I was not paid to do this. No. You just learn it for yourself.
Yes.
Okay.
And then eventually, it's just funny lang po. I feel like also you need to have the confidence, like especially during interview. Like you write, fake it till you make it.
Fake it till you make
Fake
it.
it till you make it. It's true. But because I know, but I was honest with them whenever they asked me like, do you know this database? Do you know this database? And you'd be like, nope, but I would, think of a different database that are linked to that, like sort of like a similar. So you just have to learn how to manipulate the interview. And for some reason, I just keep on getting it. And then I'm like, you know what? I have to learn this. You just have to believe in yourself that you can do it.
You can do it. Yes. So after New York Police,
NYPD.
How was that?
It was different. It was a challenging. It was because majority, actually, I was the only woman there. It was just men. I was used to it because working in a construction company, it's mostly I'm the only woman. Sometimes I go to conventions, 35, 40 men, and it's just me. Like I'm used to it.
Yes.
Yeah, but you just have to put a limit.
They don't try to make a pass at you?
All the time.
All the time. So how do you handle that? How do you handle that?
I just during dinner time, like I just have to bye. I'll pretend that I'm kind of tipsy, and then I'll just go to my room. I remember, Miss Lloyd, I'll tell you a quick story. So I forgot, was it in California? It was like 30 engineers and then just me. 30 or 20 something. And it's just me. So during dinner, I felt like a leg rubbing my right leg. And then after a few minutes, 3 legs are like rubbing, and I'm like, oh my god, what happened? I was like, seriously? But I pretended I don't know, I didn't. But I just looked, but they know that, like what they're doing to me. So I just pretended, like, oh my god, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Okay, bye. I have to go. I just have to put a barrier. And they have to know that, hey, I'm one of the boys. You cannot ever. We can be friends, but we can't. No,
I'm not that woman.
I'm not that kind of woman. Sorry. Even if I was single, I promised myself. You just have to be focused. Like I promised myself that I will never ever date someone from within my circle, because I don't know. It's just me. I feel like I'll function better. If there's no drama in the office. So
okay, focus, guys. Okay, especially women. All right, she's the only girl. She's the only woman. All of them were men. All of them were,
most of them
earning
are
good looking. Yes. They have positions of power. So focus. Are you there for sex?
Yes.
Okay, or are you there to get a job and move up? Okay, so women, girls, guys. All right. Okay, so she handled it. She handled it well.
Yes.
A code of ethics.
Code of ethics.
Number
1 po yun.
Yes,
Importante po yun.
Okay. And so when you meaning to say you didn't pay attention to all of this, want to go to bed. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? Okay. When you get that and you left, so they got the message.
They got the actually one time. I'm not gonna mention his name. He followed me to the elevator, and then he was about to. So I was here, and I was kind of tipsy. So I was leaning, and then he was trying to lean on me, and then I was just like doing this. Please, the elevator was just pressing it like, please open it. When it opened, it didn't even. I don't know what the heck was, what number was I pressing.
Oh, regardless of what floor.
Regardless of what floor, I don't care. So, and then as I started, when he was about to lean on me and kiss me, I just like, whoop, I tried to try to avoid his lips, and I'm like, bye, good night. And then the following day, he pretended like as if nothing happened. I pretended to.
Yes,
because I don't want to.
Yes.
Because he has a higher position in the company, and I'm like, oh my God, no.
Yes, okay.
I'm not there to play. I'm here to, because I'm by myself. So
right. Yes.
I have to figure out like how will I. That was my focus, Miss Loida. Like I wanna climb the ladder without sleeping.
Yes.
With the big guys up there, and without stepping on others.
Yes.
Other foot. Plus, ang sakit pa nun, Miss Loida. I felt also because I'm Asian.
Yes.
You're a woman. So I felt like a kind of discrimination in a way, but I don't care. I'm like, you know what? Even if they try to steal my work, I don't get any credit sometimes. But I'm
And
like,
it happened.
oh, so many times,
Really?
so many times. But I never quit. I'm like, you know what? But this is the thing with me. I was straightforward. Like I would tell them, like, I'm supposed to get a credit. I did this, I did that. And I try not to cry, but as soon as I go, I'll go straight to the restroom and I start crying. This is not fair because I'm a woman, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? Nope. But you know what, Miss Loida? It's funny how, sabi nga ng dad ko, life is full of mystery and it's like a wheel, right? A wheel. So don't ever burn bridges because you never know those people that you tried to look down will eventually become your boss, or you might eventually apply for a job and that person is the one who's leading the group. And it happened to me so many times now.
Yes.
Like a lot of people tried to, Jessy, can we apply? Or Jessy, this person wants to apply, but he's shy, blah, blah, blah. Because they know what they did to me when I was down there. And with me, I don't mind. Sometimes, I forget that I was mad at that person at some point in my life. Just like, sure, I'll hook you up. But you know what? It's always a blessing if you just forgive and forget sometimes, like let bygones be bygones. Because Miss Loida, I think one thing about, like, I feel like God has been giving me blessings after blessings in terms of my career. It's because I always share. Like I had a lot of my friends who would always say, Jessy, dapat na magpagawa ka na ng your own recruiting agency, because I help a lot of people. Like I made their life different because I always, like, let's say someone would ask, like, if I don't have an opening in our department or office, I would call, be like, hey, do you have an opening? Like, so one of my good friend until now, her name is Pat. Hi Pat, if you're watching. She's until now, she's always saying, Jessy, you have no clue how you changed my life. I was like, what do you mean? You don't know me. You just met me in a store. Like, I just know the person, the owner of the store, and I just saw her with a cute baby. And I was like, oh my God, you're so cute. He was like, oh. We started talking. She's like, so where do you work? And I was like, oh, I got laid off. And I'm like, what do you do? Finance. Okay, you know what? We have an opening. Send me your resume, blah, blah, blah. After a week, she got a job. And now she's like a VP in that company. Until now, a controller for accounting is, I think, a VP now. And she's like, without you trusting me.
And your sense of, she has a baby, she lost a job, you've got to help.
Yes. But I was so surprised, Miss Loida, when she said, and a lot of my friends says, like, not everyone would do that because they need to know that person first before they refer. But during those times, even now, I don't have that, how do you say this? I don't have limitations when it comes to, like, if you need help, sure, I'll make sure that I'll recommend you right away without even knowing that if you have a bad record. But it just...
No, it's basically you have a very good sensitivity, antenna, I call it.
Yes.
You would know whether the person is a shyster. Okay? Just by that personal meeting. Why? Because you yourself are whole. You are whole. You are honest. You are, So when somebody who's the same, deep calls to deep, you know in your heart, she's a good person. You don't have to make internet and all that. Well, eventually yes, but basically your own sense of wholeness, you can see the other person if she's also whole.
First time I've heard that, Miss Loida. Talaga marami akong natututunan sa'yo, Miss Loida.
No.
Okay. Wow.
And that's why you are blessed. Because, you help here, you help here. Not because you're going to get it, but because it's the bigness of your heart.
Yes.
And so God sees that.
Exactly.
So all blessings come to you.
Yeah, because alam mo, Miss Loida, I owe it all to my dad as well. Because when I was younger, we always have this cocoa night. Like before we go to sleep. He has this, because he always read the Bible. He has this. He has always like the vision, like the thoughts of the day. He always have that. And one thing that he told me that, like, Jessy, if you're gonna help, make sure that you help with an open heart. Like, we don't ask for anything. Don't expect for anything in return, because if you expect something in return, that's what you call business. But if you just help and just forget about it, just, like, plus don't even expect that something good will happen to you. Just zero, no expectations ever. Then you know what? That's the time that the universe will see it and it will come back to you, positively. So I'm like, okay. Since then, I never even think like, oh, it will come back to me.
No,
Nah.
no.
Yes.
Okay, so that's training of the father. The father reads a Bible,
Yes.
a passage in the Bible. So those who are mothers and fathers now, please listen well. Jessy is successful because when she was young, every night the father comes and reads them a Bible.
Yes.
Okay,
Ano po yun?
tells them to be good, tells them to be kind.
Yes.
Yes.
Malaking foundation po yun.
The foundation, yes.
I've seen it. Like, that's why when I was younger, I always, like, Dad, oh my God, like, you're bombarding us with all these words and blah, blah, blah. But you know what? When we grow older, I was like, thank God he did that. Because during college, even when I was here, whenever we go to parties, there's drugs everywhere. I mean, is it bad? Is it not? I mean, I don't know. Like, it's to each its own, right? But because of my dad, like, he kept on bombarding us that this is what's going to happen to you, the goodness and blah, 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 the pros and cons. You have to make sure that you write it down. Think first before you do something, blah, blah, blah. So he's been bombarding us with those words. And it's already in my mind that when people would give me like ecstasy or something, I'll be like, no. I know what's going to happen to me. Without me trying it. And some of my friends would be like, how will you know if it's good or bad if you don't even try? And I'm like, nope. I know myself. I know that I have this tendency. If I want something, I'm so addicted to it. That's why I have like 3-4 jobs, because I want to be active all the time. So imagine if I started loving the drugs.
Yes.
I don't
You'll
think
be
I'm going
lost.
to be here. I'll be lost.
Yes,
So I'm okay.
Yes. Okay. Again, please, all right? While your children are young, it's not really, all this, it is values. Give them the values that you learned from your father or parents or lola. The values, very, very solid, and it will strengthen your children. Just as your father strengthened you,
Yes,
Jessy.
yes. I'm so grateful that,
Yes.
I had, that's why for those parents, like, make sure that the formative years is so important. You just keep on telling them, like, kung pwede nyo lang paluin nyo sa puwet, paluin nyo sa puwet. Di ba po? I mean,
Yes,
I'm a firm
yeah.
believer of that, because if my dad didn't do that to us and my mom, then probably I won't be here now. Probably
Yes.
I'm a drug addict, or I don't know, like
Yes.
I'm a prostitute or GRO.
No.
Yes,
You had
yes.
very good, solid foundation. And
Yes.
that's what the children should have. Very solid
Yes,
foundation.
it's true po, it's true po.
Very good.
That's
All
why we
right.
get along, Miss Loida.
Yes. All right. My question is, you talk about direct JV.
Yes.
What was in him that made you fall for him? Seeing that you're with engineers and people of high places and
Yes.
handsome men. What is in JV that made you fall for him?
Actually, JV and I, we were just close friends. We were like best friends, like before we became a couple. So during that time, I was with my ex husband. I was, my God, it was a horrible relationship.
It was hard.
But during that time, he was there for me.
He was the
always
shoulder you
the
to cry
shoulder,
on.
Yes. It was like,
Yes.
kilig moment. But no, during that time, it was platonic
You were
relationship.
you were friends.
We were friends, and he was just always there for me. And a lot of and then but he already told me that he likes me. So, but a lot of my friends were telling me, not just friends, even like my coworkers, colleagues, are like, Jessy, why, why him? Like, you're already made in a way, in your own version of, made, but you already have your own career. So why, why go back to from zero? Look, he's just starting his career. So I'm like, you know what? I don't know. Like, he was just there during those moments that I was really down. Like, he embraced my flaws, all this emptiness in me, and including, like, especially with my son. Like, he filled it with love and joy. So I'm like, and he was so giving. He was so sweet. Oh, kinikilig, oh. He was so
No. It's
loving,
the truth. Yeah.
loving, giving, selfless. So
Hindi nagbibilang ng, this is I do for you.
No. It was just there.
Yes, yeah.
Because it was there genuinely. So I'm like, you know what? And he was matalino. He was smart. When I met, he was like,
You would not have...
oh, trust me.
You would not,
Hindi pa, Miss Loida. I will not be with him if he's like that.
Yes, yeah.
Even if he's like the kindest person on earth.
Yes.
But if he's not driven.
Yes.
Oh no.
Or not brilliant.
Or not brilliant. Like, I've seen potential in it. I'm like, I can mold this guy to whatever I want him to be. So, but I push him. I push him because I know he's a smart person. So I push him to be a better version of himself.
Yes.
And now, he works for Google now. He's the director, producer of your podcast, Miss Loida. So I'm like, you know what? Why not? So, because sometimes it's like, diba yung sinasabi ng iba, always look for someone who's smart, who's mayaman na, who's already this, but you don't get along. But with us, we get along. Like a lot of things that we do, like we just click. Because I don't believe anymore, Miss Loida. I'm sure a lot of people would say, "Oh, what are you talking about? Opposite attracts." To some extent, yes, but not all the time. You need to have like at least something there that you have something in common in the middle.
Absolutely.
If not, then just in the beginning, and then eventually you just both realize that, wait, I don't want Broadway. I'm not gonna go with you anymore. I tried, but I don't like it. But ano puto hugot from my exes and my friends' exes too. But with JV, it's just everything that I love, everything that he loved, we just click. It's just like ano pong tawag doon, yung gano'n, yung it's just like in sync. Like,
yes, you're in sync.
Yeah,
yes.
but with except for his basketball games, like he loves the sports, and I'm not into it. But the rest, we just love everything that we do.
Yes.
Plus, like I was broken during that time, and he was
Sinalo
just
ka.
there. Sinalo po ako.
Sinalo ka. Yes.
Kaya nga sabi ko nga sa kanya, alam mo, swerte mo. You know why? Because if my ex and I we're happy, we don't have any problem. I mean, we have problems here and there, but we're still happy. I will not even you cannot even be part of, like my life. But since God has, a reason why, like he, became part of my life. Sabi ko nga, minahal niya yung ko, your
brokenness.
My brokenness. Yes.
Yeah. In the Philippines, there is a parang fable or, tale that when God had a piece of, what is it, a bamboo or something, he broke it into two and he threw it here and he threw it there. And then when those two bamboo come together, that's the couple.
Oh.
Yes. So, yeah. So in a way, parang ganon. What you were saying, many things are in sync.
Yes.
With the two of you, and you wanted somebody intelligent, brilliant, and all that. So, yun, parang the two of you together.
Exactly.
Yes.
Tsaka po, pag mahal mo yung isang tao, it doesn't matter even if, like for example, like, niloloko ko siya lagi, like, oh, you gained so much weight, blah, 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 blah. But it's okay, I don't care. All I ask him is, can you please at least try to, lose weight so that it will look cute on a picture or during our wedding. And then after that, you can eat. I don't care. I don't care. But you know what? But it doesn't matter because if you embrace, if you love someone, if you're truly genuinely happy with your significant other, like you don't care. Just embrace every flaws that he has.
Okay, hear that? You heard that, everybody? If you truly love somebody, you will embrace everything, including the flaws. Yes. In fact, in order to see, is this really the person? Do you know his worst fault?
Yes.
And if you can embrace that, mahal mo. You love him. Yes.
Po yan.
Very good. Yes.
And Miss Loida, can I ask you something? What about you and Mr. Lewis? Like, because I know you've been together for so many years. Like
24 and a half.
But so I'm sure there were, of course, like ups and down, right? But how did you do it? Like, how did you do that? How did you...
Well, the worst fault. Can I embrace his worst fault? I was, in the first years of marriage, it was too hard. His temper is like a volcano.
Oh, wow.
And it doesn't, it's like a volcano, not only angry, but all of the cuss words of MF,
Oh, wow.
FUCK, SHIT. So it was my mother who saved me, my mother-in-law.
Okay.
Okay, I tell this to everyone. Loida, because I was even thinking, we cannot stay. So I said, Loida, go to the toilet, spit on it, flush it, you'll feel better. And tama. I did it. You have to get out. You have to get it out, either by talking to somebody who understands you. And then this one, you spit in the toilet, psh,
That's
and
what I'm
flush it
gonna
out.
do. I'll be like,
No.
okay, fine. Okay, we're good now.
Yeah,
Oh,
that one.
wow.
And then all the rest, if you really love, it's like, does he really love me? And if you know he loves you, it's in my book. Why should guys have all the fun?
Yes. I've
All
seen
right?
it. Yes.
The true love is patient and kind and does not keep a record of wrong and not self-seeking, not proud. Lahat yun. That's love.
That's real, yeah.
Okay.
Tsaka parang, ngayon naisip ko, but you embrace that beautiful mess. No? That beautiful mess. It was beautiful but messy, but it doesn't matter.
But look, we are not perfect ourselves.
We are perfect ourselves. Right. Galing,
Yeah.
ang galing.
If you're looking for a perfect man, he is looking for a perfect woman, and that's not you. Wow. Yeah, if you're looking
That's
for a
true.
perfect man,
Think about it.
She's, so there is no perfect man.
You're right. And
yeah.
there's no perfect woman. So
There's no perfect woman.
yeah, it just so happened that
Yes, you have to recognize each other's fault.
yes.
But if you can handle his worst fault, okay, then okay, you will last a long time.
See? That's what we're gonna do.
Okay, when we celebrated our 20th wedding anniversary, our priest, Monsignor Iliana, who married us 24 years before, said, Loida, Reginald, you know the secret of long marriage. You were a little blind, you were a little deaf.
Oh my God.
And then I add, be a little dumb. Dumb meaning mouth shut.
Oh wow. Yeah,
Long
because
marriage.
if you want your marriage to last longer, right? Like just have to
Yes, you have to
play
just
that
a little,
part,
just a little dumb, meaning don't talk, but really just a little deaf. Don't listen to everything.
Yeah, otherwise
Being the
you'll take
little one, don't look at everything.
Tama.
Di ba?
Yeah,
Okay.
otherwise po, if you just take everything like seriously, you're not gonna last.
No, you're not last.
Yeah,
Yes.
see? So whatever I
Yes,
say,
yeah.
blah blah blah, just be like, what? Buti na lang po bingi to si Direk.
Yes, you have to be a little deaf.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Out of love.
Out of
You
love.
know?
Tsaka patience po talaga, no?
Patience.
is a
You have to
virtue
be
talaga.
patience. You have to be patient.
I mean, I hope someday, like, I
You
know, like,
are already. You are there
we've been
already.
together for like so long,
Yes,
like 9 years.
yes.
Going 9 years. So
You have to.
I hope so.
You have
I
done the
hope-
test. Yes,
I
yes.
hope so, I hope so.
There will bumps on the road, of course, in any
Yes.
marriage. Bumps on the road, yes.
but you just have to.
yes, focus. What's the end point? What's your goal? Okay, to be happy together, to grow, to grow old together, to enjoy your grandchildren together. So, but in my case, no, he left. So, for those who are listening and you have a happy marriage, enjoy. Yes.
Naiyak naman ako sa Miss Loida. Pero alam mo, Miss Loida, at least, I feel like I still, especially when we went to Hamptons, I felt Mr. Reggie's presence.
Yeah.
Di ba? We felt it.
Yes.
We felt like,
Yes.
remember that
Yes,
the
yes,
smoked
yes,
cigar?
yes.
And I'm like, how come there's a cigar smells at the garden?
Yes,
and
yes.
I'm like, is it like, smells like cigar at the same time, like electric, something like, there's a fire outside or something. And when you told me that he used to
Yes.
cigar, I'm like,
Yes.
oh, because we always talk to him because he has this big
Yes,
painting.
his big painting there,
So we always like, Sir Reggie.
Ed Clark.
So sometimes we joke around and I'm like, sometimes we, Sir Reggie, thank you, Pa. Like, I do that all the time. Like, me and I were like, thank you, Pa. And I would tell Kaeden, tell Mr. Luis, thank you. Why? He's not alive. I'm like, just tell him thank you. Maybe he's here. Thank you, Mr. Luis, for letting us stay at your beautiful house. And then I think the 2 days before we met.
Before I came.
Before you came, di ba Wednesday po yun? That Tuesday night, that's when we were there since Saturday. Tuesday or Monday night, I smelled that. Like, I'm like, is it because I'm talking to... No, I just realized after actually po, pag uwi namin that night, the Wednesday night, right? I kind of like scared because I didn't know that smell of the cigar was, he used to, like take cigars, and I'm like, please po, wag niyo kaming takutin. So meaning po, Miss Loida, he's still there, watching over you and the grandkids. So.
I feel that. I know
right?
that.
Like he's...
That's why I still have my wedding ring.
Until now?
Yes, not available.
Miss Loida, ba't di kayo nag-asawa na ayaw niyo?
No.
Wow.
Sa mga, isa lang ang Gloria.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my God, because JV keeps on saying that if I passed away, he's not gonna, he's just one.
Yes.
And I'm like, if he passed away, I'm like, ay! Sayang naman, bata ko pa.
No. God willing, you'll have a long life
I
together.
hope so too. I'm just praying and praying and praying.
Yes, it will. It will happen.
Sana po, Miss Loida.
Yes.
And I hope like we'll get, we'll also, we're not dreaming of becoming like the 1%er like you and Mr. Luis, but at least like we want to be so comfortable and successful.
Yes. Just manage your money well.
Yes.
Okay? And I'll plug my daughter, Leslie, multi-generational that black. Okay? Of course, we're Asians. But, she if you subscribe to multi-generational that black, you will learn how to create wealth.
Actually, Miss Loida, we were looking at it. We know the price. So we were I told him like, dude, should we meet? Christina, right? Or
Leslie.
Leslie. Or we just like have to plug, like enroll. But we were looking at it. We know the price. I'm like, we have to start. We have to start. So,
create wealth. Learn how to create wealth. Meaning to say, you don't have to buy, expensive T-shirts. Regular T-shirts is $10. Expensive T-shirts is $200. I mean, just
balance your money.
Balance your money, and also you don't have to show anybody you're successful by having all of this. You're successful if you know how to manage your money.
True. That's so true po.
Yes.
Sige po, mag-aano kami.
And well, you already made the decision. You're not going to have a lavish wedding.
No.
Okay? Something that's within your budget. So you budgeted it.
Exactly.
Yes,
so at least, like whatever. Because I feel like what's the point of having, to each its own again. But what's the point of having a big wedding? And after that, that's it. Everyone will forget about it.
Yes, exactly.
So might as well just have a simple wedding.
Simple wedding.
And then just use that money for, for other, like investments.
Investment, yes.
Exactly.
Yes, and eventually buying your own home.
Yes.
Yes, because that's way to, what do you call it? The appreciation of your home is where many of the wealth comes from.
True
Yes,
po.
yeah.
Ay, naku, gagayan po namin kay Miss Loida.
Okay, my last question. What would you say to those who have a son like yours, Kaeden? What would you say is your manner of raising him?
We're not, how do you say this? We're so grateful actually that JV and I, we spoke about it actually this morning, like early in the morning when we woke up. Like, we are so blessed that, we raise our son very well. Because we're kind of strict at the same time, and we don't spoil him, but we make sure that if he wants something, he has to work for it. We don't just give it to him. When he was younger, yes, like 1, 2 years old, but now that he's older, I'm surprised. Like, I'll be like,
He's 13.
He's 13. Papa, you need this. I'll buy him this jacket or whatever. He'll be like, no, I don't need it. And I'll be like,
Wow.
Papa, do you need, one time it's funny because he asked me for, this is how he asked, Mom, how much is a nice laptop? And I'm like, why? Do you need a laptop? You still have a laptop. It was like, no, I feel like it's not working anymore. It's slow. I was like, okay. Do you want a laptop? He was like, okay. I was like, oh, maybe you can ask your other dad to buy a laptop. So he was like, but it's okay, I'll buy you a laptop, but ask him. And he was like, okay. And then the following day, it was just like, it's okay, then, do you want a laptop for your birthday? it's coming. He was like, nah, it's okay. Why? It's too expensive. Save your money. Why? I already fixed my laptop, Mom. I'm okay. Save your money.
Wow.
So he's that. When he was
Yes.
younger, we raised him like we thought that. Sometimes we're like, B, I think I'm being. I don't spank him once in a blue. He has to. He has to taste that palo in a way, but at the same time we were strict. But we always like sat him down
And
and didn't
explain.
explain why. So in the beginning he couldn't understand it, but now, and especially Miss Loida, oh my God, when he started like talking back, oh my God, when he was just like starting to like, but no, blah blah blah. Oh my God, like he had his fair share, and then after
palo.
of palo, and then it was just once or twice, but it was
He
palo.
understood. He understood.
Now, my God, he's just like, Kaeden, can you give me water? Kaeden, can you do this? Kaeden, can you? Now he's just like, okay, is there anything else, Mom? Like, is there anything else, Mom?
Wow.
Like, we make sure that he knows that
Respect for elders.
respect for elders. Oh yeah, that's number one.
Yes,
Respect for elders. You're not entitled. If you're in a place, you don't feel like you don't open anyone's fridge. You ask for permission. When he was younger, like don't, even when he was a baby, he would never ever go to someone else's couch or bed. No. All the kids will jump on other person's bed or my girlfriend's bed or whatever party that we go to. He would just be on the floor, because we make sure that, Kaeden, your mom and your dad, yeah, we're here for you. We can spoil you. But if you're outside, don't expect that they would do something for you. So feed yourself. Don't ask for anything. If you can do it, you do it on your own. That's how we do it. That's how I mean, because
Okay, listen well, parents, mother, fathers, listen well. Okay? And I've met Kaeden. He is a very good, very well behaved. Okay, but he is alert. He is watching.
Yes,
yeah.
yes, yes po.
He's taking note.
He's taking notes.
Yes,
po. Tsaka
yeah. Very respectful.
yes, okay, importante po yun eh. Lalo na pag especially in terms of money, kuripot.
Good.
Kuripot siya.
Good.
Like right now he will not just buy just for the heck of it. Sometimes he'll just be like, why do we have to go to this place? Mom, I mean, how much is this? So I always ask the price before we don't tell him, but now he's like, no, when you know. Just like, oh my God, next time, no, let's not spend this money anymore. And I'm like, oh my God. And sometimes I would, like JV and I would ask, let's say I'll start asking him like, Kaeden, why do you have to do this? Blah, 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 blah. Don't. Like, I'll tell him like not to do things. With him, he'd just be like, all right, okay. He'll just go to the room, be like, okay, let's play. I'm like, you're not mad? No, you said no. And I'll go to JV, I'm like, oh my God, when I was younger, I would go on the floor and start like, I want it, because I was a spoiled brat. Because there's a difference between spoiled and spoiled brat.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Kaeden is spoiled in a way, but he knows that he can get a lot of things, but if he asks, but he choose not to. But with me, you don't give it to me. But my dad raised me like that. I was just like,
You were the first girl.
I was the first girl. But my dad always tells me this. You can be spoiled to me, but to other people you cannot. There's a big difference. So when I first came here at the age of, I mentioned to you, like 21 or 22, I don't know anything. I don't know how to cook. A little bit cook, yeah, but I don't know how to, clean, like, a thorough clean, maybe wipe here and there. But they always say if you're in a different house, you help. So I was cleaning the restroom every day of my relatives. I was cleaning every day because
That's your training.
that's your training. That's what we're training Kaeden too. That you have to be observant and you don't think that you're entitled. That everyone you're supposed to get this and that, but no, you're not supposed to. Like,
All right, parents, again, teach your children when they are in somebody else's home, be helpful.
yes, be helpful. Totoo
Very
po
good.
yun. Yes.
Very good. Oh my
Thank
God.
you so much,
This
Miss
is so
Loida.
good. This is so good.
So much fun. So much fun.
Thank you. Thank you,
po.
Jessy.
Maraming salamat po.
Yeah, salamat.
Yes.
So, this is it, guys. This is the Loida Lewis podcast. Let's live, love, laugh, and learn together. And so a big hand for our guest today, Jessy Daing.
Salamat, Miss Loida.
The Loida Lewis Podcast, hosted by Loida Lewis, is produced by the creators of Over a Glass or Two, Jessy and JV, executive produced by Laura Nicholas Olace. Rate and review us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts for a chance to be featured on a future episode. Have a question for Miss Loida? Just email us on askloidalewis@gmail.com. Your question might make its way to a future episode. Subscribe on all major platforms to never miss a beat. Thank you for listening to the Loida Lewis Podcast. Let's live, love, laugh, and learn together